Welcome back everyone to another exciting episode of Octopath Traveler. I'm your host Mr. Gazillion, and in the last episode we got to Sunshade where, well, we're planning on starting Primrose episode, the last recruitable character in the game. About freaking time, it's only been forever. We're like at episode, what is this, episode 27 or something? We're 16 hours into the game. 16 hours! And I'm just finishing up chapter 1. I'll be at 17 hours by the time her chapter is over. And that means that 16 hours for chapter each, we're looking at a good freaking close to 80 hours of gameplay. So without any further ado, let's talk to Primrose. At least he's appeared before me. Okay. The man marked with the crow. The man who killed my father. I don't really know what kind of voice, but I figure she'd have some attitude. Her name is Primrose, and she's a dancer. This is Sunshade, city of 1,000 pleasures, forever shrouded in shadow. Driven into poverty when her noble house fell, she now plies her trade in a tavern, suffering no end of indignities at the hands of the cruel master Helganish. All for the day she could have her revenge. Then one day he appeared, a man marked by the crow, one of the 3 foul villains who murdered her dear father. And so, aided by her sole friend, Yusufa, she sprints from the tavern to the labyrinth below in pursuit. She will need loyal allies on the path she has chosen. Take Primrose along. Of course we'll take Primrose along. And who's she gonna replace? Alphen, Simon, or Theodore? Well, I think she might take Alphen's spot because Cyrus can inquire for free, and he's a lot less trouble to use than Alphen, because Alphen you mix stuff up. But if we take, I think we might have to replace Therion. As much as I love Therion, Alphen's our healer currently, and I don't think I could go on without him healing anymore. So, sorry Alphen, you've been booted in favor of the beautiful Primrose. And does that mean Therion should be replaced by Ophelia again? Well, he's still behind on levels. I don't know what kind of abilities she has, so maybe we will, just for now. And we'll swap these guys around. And you know what? I'll keep Primrose at this spot here. I don't love this combination. I really don't know what my main party is going to be, so... Hear the beginning of the tale. Of course we'll hear the beginning. Did I just cancel out? Even when the blade is held at your heart, faith shall be your shield. Words of House Hazelheart. "10 years ago."
Funny how it works, isn't it? Everything that happens in this world falls into one of 2 neat little categories. Things one is better off knowing, and things one's better off not. Jeffrey Hazelheart, I'm afraid you've been poking your nose into the latter.
I have only done as my convictions bade me do. I have no regrets.
I thought you might say something like that. You're making this delightfully easy. Make sure he's dead. Let's leave this place before we're seen.
It's done. Huh.
I will never forget.
Wouldn't they look for family members?
3 men, each marked with the sign of the crow. One on his left arm. One on his right. And the last on his neck. 3 men. Foul scavengers, just like the bird whose mark they bear. They took my father from me. And I will never forget.
Ooh, story of revenge. I didn't even know what her story was about. I'm gonna like this.
Always the same dream.
I wish I had your confidence, Primrose. I couldn't imagine nodding off minutes before my cue.
How nice it must be to be the master's favorite. Fine. Go on and keep your airs. Act as though you're better than the rest of us.
It doesn't change the fact that you're just another dancer in the sands, Primrose. Nothing but a kept woman, here to flatter the dignity of men who pay for the privilege.
I suppose you're right.
Shh, enough chatter. Master Helganish is coming.
Do I keep you women to titter here in the shadows? My customers are waiting for their entertainment! The opening act should be on that stage already. Now, get out there and earn your keep! What a bunch of useless strays. But not you, Primrose. You are the only one I can rely on.
You flatter me, Master.
Oh, hardly. Why, this tavern's custom has increased tenfold since you stepped on our stage. But do not go forgetting yourself. It was I who groomed you for this role.
And I will be forever grateful for that, Master.
You were an ignorant girl when I picked you up. Completely useless. I've taught you everything you know. What happened to your sweet little smile?
Ooh, somebody's gonna get cut.
Who puts a roof over your head and food on your plate? Who bought the jewels that adorn your pretty neck? Who made you the most sought-after dancer in this dusty old town? It was me, all me. You owe me, kitten, and I'll see that debt repaid.
Yes, Master.
Good then. Purr sweetly, and I may give you a treat. Don't dally when you're done with your show. I will be waiting in my chamber. I'll have you purr for me some more.
Jeez.
Primrose, it's your cue.
I'm coming.
Put your face back on now, kitten.
Yes, Master.
The tavern lies at the end of the central road, just past the bazaar. I mustn't dally any longer. Make to the tavern.
Hello.
Hello. These are the dancers' dormitories. This is where the resizing of the inside doors and the outside looks really awkward. Look at the stairs. So the game actually zooms in into your position, but look how giant those stairs look now. It basically shrinks the character to a certain size. It looks kind of awful. It looks pretty good pretty much anywhere else, but just in this particular, like even the textures look really off. Like they're all blurry and stuff. It doesn't really matter. It just, you can see it, that's all.
How are you?
I've never been down there myself, but I hear the passage just past here leads out somewhere in the sands.
A good day to you.
This is Sunshade, city of 1,000 pleasures. Yeah, we spoke to him already, but I was trying to check if he said anything else. What's with that mighty cliff that towers above us? Sunshade is cloaked in shadow, even during the day. Probably for the best, man. It's probably so warm. Being in the shade must be nice. Well, Primrose level 1, while everybody's kind of escaping in levels. We don't want to go up there just yet. There's nothing to do up there. So I'm just going to head towards the tavern instead. Oh, what will the guard say?
Yeah, this tavern's Master Helganish's pride and joy. He's particularly fond of the dancers, if you catch my meaning.
I kind of do, because I'm a dancer, you dimwit. Ah, God, what an idiot. Can't believe he still has his job guarding the dang door. This way, Primrose, get a move on. Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to you because I'm my own boss now.
Well.
Well, good food, good drink, and the dancing girls are easy on the eyes. If only the prices were a bit more reasonable. 7 leaves for a beer? Are you kidding me? I used to pay 5 leaves for a beer in Cobalton.
Faring well?
Very well, I've come to rest my travel-weary body for a while. No better place in the realm, I say. How about you and I?
No thanks. No thanks. The dancing girls here put us quite on the show. I'll wait till the main act gets on.
Good show.
I traveled across half the realm to visit this place. They say there's a girl here who dances like a goddess. Come on, talk to me, buddy.
Hello.
Hello. Well, around town is that the dancers here put on a private shows for the master, if you know what I mean. Hey, I wish I was the master.
Ho there.
Oh there! They say this place turns away all but the wealthiest of customers after nightfall. Yeah, well, that might be true. I don't know. Onto the stage. Kept us waiting long enough, Primrose.
Forgive me.
I was fixing my hair. It's better been worth it. You're our best chance at getting to eat tonight. And the customers have been waiting.
I am ready.
Let the show begin. It's her! It's her! Do I get to control her when she's dancing? I think I'd be really good at it. I've played Chrono Trigger and you get to control it there. Watch over me, Father. That day I swore revenge against the men who took you from me. The 3 marked by the crow. My once proud house fallen. I left home far behind following their trail. That trail has led me here. I heard one of them often passes through here on his travels. It was the smallest scrap of hope, but it was all I had. Until I find him, there is no disgrace I will not endure. Losing my honor is nothing compared to the pain of losing you. Father, I will not stop until I find the 3 and see justice served. And until I avenge you, I will dance.
Wow.
I think I'm in love. How about a private show, darling? You are too kind and too handsome, I might add.
Not bad, Primrose, not bad.
Thank you.
Look at your sandals. Seems you've gone and broken a strap.
Go back to the dormitory and fetch yourself another pair.
Yes.
Most happily, master. I mean, master's helper. I mean, assistant to the master. Make to the dormitory.
Ho there.
Well, we've already spoken to everybody here, so I guess nobody will say anything different. So might as well just go straight to the dormitory. Actually, I'm gonna save. Don't think anything's gonna happen, but hey, you never know. Something could technically happen. Papa, I'm going to be in a play. I'll be the princess and everyone will look at me. You'll come and watch too, won't you?
Yes.
Of course, my dear.
Oh,
Many thanks, my lord. How was that? And guess what, Papa? When I grow up, I'm going to be a beautiful dancing girl, the star of the stage. Oh my gosh, you don't want to be a dancing star.
A dancing girl? That's a dream best forgotten, my little pumpkin.
What's a pumpkin? But why, Papa?
Well,
Helena, my dear, you want to grow up to be a fine lady, yes? Like the princess you play. Then it would be better not to say such things. Not in this town, at least. But what's wrong with dancing? It's so much fun.
What?
Look at her. She's beautiful. Hello, child. Wink, wink.
Come now.
come now, Elena, this way. I agree she's a smoking hot babe, but that's not the future for you. I'll tuck you into bed back at the inn. Papa's business to attend to this night, and it has nothing to do with the dancers, I promise. Let's go practice your play now. I know him from somewhere. But where? Oh my god, did he have the mark? I suppose I should get back to my own work. They're always cackling, those three. They're so annoying. Ah! Thorn? Oh, someone fetch a handkerchief. Primrose seems to be bleeding. The poor dear. Perhaps she got a blister. She's always dancing oh so passionately.
Are you alright?
Are you alright, Prim?
Yes.
I'm fine. It's nothing I haven't dealt with before.
Hey!
Don't you think that's enough already? Do you take such pleasure in others' pain? We're nothing but the master's playthings, all of us. And we all know what happens to the girls who displease him. Or have you forgotten? Beaten half to death and tossed in the gutter, left for dead, sick and starving.
Stop that!
We all know well enough where we stand. We know what he can do to us. Then why torment one of our own?
Many thanks.
Thank you, Yusufa, but there's no need for you to make foes on my behalf. Prim?
You.
What are you doing yelling back here? Sheath your claws, it's time for work! Or do you think money flows into my coffers by itself? Get out there and collect your tips!
Wait a
Not you, Primrose. You stay. Oh, what was that sorry show you gave today?
What do you...
Do you think I'm blind? One glance was all I needed to know your mind was not where it ought to be. I can see every thought in that pretty empty little head of yours, and they were not of dancing tonight.
Oh, no.
You haven't forgotten your debts now, have you? You haven't forgotten who owns you? You know the fate that awaits you if you dare defy me, don't you, kitten? I'm warning you, because I care, Primrose. I wouldn't want to see anything untoward happen to my shining star.
Forgive me.
I'm sorry, Master. Forgive me.
The truth is...
I was simply remembering the first day I came here to you.
Oh, were you now?
Not a day, not a moment passes when I am not thankful for all you have given me. Pray forgive my lack of focus today, Master. It will not happen again.
Oh, my dear, dear Primrose. I, too, often think back on the day you came to my door. Just imagining the sight of you dancing for me, as sweet and innocent as you were, it tickled me so. And you met my every expectation. You have been my best investment. I hate this guy. But tonight, you have displeased me, and for this you must atone. The crowd is looking thin tonight. Out on the streets with you and bring us some custom. Custom with coin enough to cover a week's expenses. If you can do that, I may still go easy on you. At least relatively so, kitten.
Yes.
You are kind, master. There's gonna come a day where I'm gonna beat him. Bravo, Prim. That was a performance for the ages. How do you do it? I won't. I want to vomit every time I have to call him master. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out collecting tips?
Are you alright?
I was worried about you. How is your foot?
What?
What? Here, use this. A handkerchief? Be careful out there, okay? Alright, we're finally going to find out what her path action is. Primrose can allure townspeople into following her. But I guess there's a chance of failure. And they follow you. Alright. Interesting. And if we go to status, we can see what her secondary skill is, which I had not noticed earlier. But if you go under talent summon, summon the townsperson you have charmed to aid you in battle. Oh. So it's basically the same thing as Ophelia. I don't think you're going to find any fresh victims around here. Oh, really? 100% chance to lure him. He has blinding dust. Oh, that's kind of good. Admit it now. Wouldn't you care to spend a little more time with me? That's our Primrose. I'll keep you safe, girl. Pray come hither. And I guess, where do I go to make money now? You know, I gotta lure everyone. Oh. I can't allure her. I guess we can't allure women. Well, time to put me on a different kind of show. Oh my, look at that rich, handsome fella. This one looks to be the likely sort.
Excuse me.
Lovely evening, isn't it, my lord? Mayhaps you'd care to share it with me?
My apologies.
A tempting offer, but I travel on business. I must depart early on the morrow. Well, we could make it an early night. It must be a fascinating sort of business that you do. Perhaps you could tell me more over a drink? I'd love to get to know you better. I am most afraid I cannot.
Excuse me.
I dance at the tavern just down the street. I'd be happy to put on a show just for you. Oh my. And there's our side quest, I guess. That's who we have to lure. And this old guy, what happens if we lure him? He's got thrashed with a spear. I like it! We could use more spear abilities. I find that every time I have them. And what about... Oops, I didn't really mean to part ways with him, so I won't. Just curious to see what... pointed shot. Oh, so we got bows. We'll save. I mean, there's no real reason to lure anyone right now. I'd like to lure this person out of the way, but I can't lure her, at least just not yet. So let's lure this big guy here. He's got a 100% chance. He's got slash. Not great. Yeah, we'll swap him out. Admit it now, you wouldn't care to spend a little more time with me? Oh, I cannot resist such a beauty. Pray come hither. Alright, so now we gotta go to the private dance room, I guess. Oops. Well, how did she just steal my client? Yes! That's the one's pocket looks sufficiently deep.
Excellent.
Good work, kitten. You will be treated well tonight.
Many thanks.
You honor me, master. The seats are starting to fill. See that? Not a single cup goes empty.
Yes.
As you wish, master.
Beg pardon.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Primrose, you're looking more and more lovely each time I see you.
It's been a while since we last enjoyed your company. Will you be with us long this evening?
Oh, as long as you'll have me for, my dear.
Is that so? I'll have to give it some thought then. I'll see you again later.
Till next time.
And if that's all, I'll be taking my leave.
Look at that guy. Could it be? Man with the raven marking on his left arm. There, on his left arm. We all see it. The mark of the crow. How long have I waited for this day? Finally you appear before me. This night, at long last, justice will be served. Where's he going? Need to follow him, but... No! Can't let him get away.
You.
Hey, where do you think you're going? So curious about that man, are you? Was it love at first sight, Kittian? Master,
I think
you wouldn't think of abandoning the stage and your customers before the night is through, now would you? Back to work, Primrose. I trust I don't need to repeat myself.
Put your face
You do remember what happens to the wicked little kittens who cross me, don't you? He's in on it. How can I get past him? This is all I have. I may never get another chance like this again.
Are you alright?
Prim, what's the matter? It's not like you to look all flustered like this. You don't need to tell me. For you to risk angering the master like that, it must be something important. Leave it to me. I'll keep his eyes busy. You slip out the back door on the upper floor. Yusufa, you shouldn't get involved. You will put yourself at risk. Look, Prim, maybe you don't tell me what you're thinking.
Come on!
But that doesn't matter to me. I'm on your side and always will be. Oh, on my side? When the other girls would pick on me and tell me to know my place, you were always the only one who stood by me. I guess that's true. You never say much. You're always so distant, aloof even. But I know you just don't want to burden others with your troubles. I know you better than you think, Prim.
I know that.
And I know that...
Down, you have a good heart.
A good heart? Yusufa, thank you. I don't deserve a friend like you. Always a woman of a few words. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, okay, so we gotta follow him. I'm sure it won't be particularly difficult. It's probably just over here. Oh, of course he's talking to that dirtbag. You will bring me the women I need, won't you now? Competent help is so hard to come by these days. Whatever there's a man to do.
I can assure you, my lord, I'm doing all that I can.
Elganish, we are friends, are we not? Friends take care of one another, yes? They do not disappoint each other.
I will do everything in my power. Don't you worry.
I saw a fine dancing girl in the tavern. I would rather like such a girl of my own.
I should probably head back then. So it is as I thought. Helganish knows him.
Listen to me.
Bring the woman to the place marked on this map. And Helganish, try not to keep me waiting.
Yes.
But of course, my lord. That map.
Please don't look this way. Please don't look this way. Thank the maker. And so I must pursue the foul crow. Don't get involved. This is my problem, not yours. But I suppose you're free to do as you please. Come on already if you're coming. And we got her in the party now. And yeah, that's kind of what we've got. Let's look at her abilities real quick. Her abilities... She's got Lion Dance, so one ally's physical attack becomes more powerful for 2 turns. That would be really useful on our good friend Olberic. And deal heavy dark damage to a single foe. Then we got Peacock Strut, augment a single ally's elemental attacks. Augment a single ally's physical defense. Deal dark damage to all foes. Ah, that's what that icon is. Increases single ally's speed for 2 turns. Bewildering Grace causes a curious effect to occur 1 time. I've seen people use this ability to gain a crap ton of XP while playing. So this is probably going to be one of the first things I'll take, because apparently it does some really cool, wicked stuff. You can gain some quite a few levels. The other ones I like is the strength one. This one I like. Oh, not defense. Wasn't there one that was... Oh, it's the physical one. That's nice. And then we got single... Well, this could be handy for a mage. Augment single ally's physical... I don't care. This one's nice. Deal dark damage to all, and this is deal to a single. So I might go this, then Night Ode. Then I might go Augment Elemental. Mind you, having some extra boost is probably a good thing. Let's look at her equipment, see if we can help her with anything. She uses daggers. Why am I not surprised? The Stinging Dagger is probably the best one so far that we have of our limited equipment. Well, this round shield was a good one for a while. I like the mixture of both elemental and physical, so I'll stick to the round shield. Leather vest. How about something like a silver hairpiece? And for the leather body, do we have the dancer's garb? There you go. She's wearing it just makes sense for her to have it. I don't want to raise her critical. I don't think it's really important for her. I don't want to increase... Evasion would probably be good for 1, because her evasion isn't particularly high. Max HP, max SP. I don't know if she's a... She might be an SP character, so I might do that. Ooh, protective earrings actually really good. I'm going to do that too. There you go. We've equipped her. We could probably look at the store, see what we can buy, but it's not that important, at least not yet. And I am going to end the episode here. In the next episode, we're going to chase after the man with the mark of the crow. And I guess finish her chapter and do some side questing if we have the chance. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Gazillion. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. Let me know what you think about Octopath Traveler and about Primrose. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.